This is a college football playoff quarterfinal game at the Peach Bowl. It's the Florida State Seminoles against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines for some of the key storylines.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. Guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye, and coach said he has addressed that with his team. When you don't play in that first week, sometimes you come
It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27. And this running back just continues to help this team. I think he's playing with a hunger, Joe. He said he wanted a chance to play for a championship, and it shows out there.
Chris, this is when the portal just works out perfectly. It's great for the player, it's great for the program, and because of that, it's great for the fans. He gets an opportunity to go compete for a championship. Meanwhile, this run game has transformed versus a year ago. Now, this is a really...
It's caught. He's breaking free. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch. Really good play call here offensively. They're going to go with this read option, so they're going to read the in man on the line of scrimmage. And as he crashes down towards the back, the quarterback just keeps it. What I love about it is his athleticism on the outside. You can see that he's got some skill and some speed, and he's able to pick up a really nice gain here. Trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
The Seminoles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterbacks. You feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
The key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after them. Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Now tackling well short of the marker. Brings up fourth down. See if they try out the field goal team.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to... defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's fourth down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Right when it left his foot, you can tell he was just hoping for a good bounce, but he doesn't get it. As my friend Tim Brando would say, the iron is untied.
He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
What a really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just and no carry.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Hunt. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation, creating obvious situation for the offense. You can get these pass rushers going. Get them out of the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create.
Close to a
That he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called, he does, it's considered free action.
He's got space. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, certainly, there's no doubt. Very impressed with what they're doing on the line of scrimmage. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop for no gain, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Breaking into the clear. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
That's caught. It's Robinson. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, for me, this is just too much cushion from this corner. He needs to at least be aggressive enough to try to break up this out route. He knows that it's a timing pass, but you can tell he's threatened by the speed of this wide receiver, and so he's more concerned with being beat deep.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Back to throw. It's Daniels. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. you can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat. And here on third down, he's able to move the chains with a nice completion. Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Face mask penalty cost the defense 15 yards and a first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. He's going to take off. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Here's the second down play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. A chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now,
got an opening here. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious.
Touchdown, Knowles, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football begin the third quarter. Joel, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the second quarter and then get the ball in the third quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got one half of football left to move on in this playoff.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Back to pass. It's Sellers. He lets it go on the move. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You cannot miss a wide-open wide receiver down the field. That's a big play, a huge play. Could have broken this game wide open. You've got to step through your drop back and, if anything, underthrow that ball. This cannot go over his head.
On the move, looking deep down the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
First down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, Seminoles. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This is such a great decision as he's attacking the defense, making reads. He's got that slot player as his option pitch, but he doesn't have a defender there taking him. So, Chris, he goes upfield, and no one's there to stop him, and he's into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. To throw, it's Daniels. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. He stopped short tackling. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Like one more play here before halftime. Looking to pick up the first down. The air. A deep shot to the left. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Miller's going to wrap up the first half. Connors for a halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. South Carolina looking for field. It's Sellers. Sticks. It's Bennett. It's a big play all the way to the 43.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
Hunt over the middle. It's Hunt. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. The Gamecocks offense is on the move now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Barber. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
Man tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, those first down plays are so important. In every set of downs, you want to make sure that you're on schedule, creating second and medium, second and short. And on first down, you go with that option play, and it just wasn't there. That's a frustrating start to this set of downs for this offense. Now they're...
Look out, he's got space ahead. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they go on top here in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. He's got the first and still going. Breaks. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. Here he goes. Finally heads out of bounds, but what a play. Moves the ball inside the 10. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. The season on the line, Joel. It seems like the bigger the game, the more they feature the QB run.
And Chris, it's such a great strategy because obviously you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Pop over the middle. It's Harbor. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
He keeps it, QB draw. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Boy, what a terrible feeling as a quarterback. Trust me, that ball gets ripped out of your hands, and lucky for him, it bounces right to a teammate, and they're able to retain possession here.
The Gamecocks looking to keep this drive rolling. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle, it's Harbor. 5-yard pickup on first down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. They make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Chris, I think the best way to defend these drag routes is getting some contact early in this route. You've got to jam this wide receiver, in particular with his original alignment. If he gets a clean release, you're probably going to get that ball completed as an offense. So jam the wide receiver at the line of scrimmage, play some tight man, and force him to really work for that release.
This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Receiver, but the gain enough to move the ball inside the 10.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
And the Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down, and they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He hands it to the back. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8. Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. To the air, it's Sellers. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. The Gamecocks answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Robinson. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. And the quarterback features the wide receiver has been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands.
It's caught. He's got room. Will not be brought down. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
It comes down to this in this playoff game, 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. To throw, it's Daniels. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the trick play doesn't fool him on third down. Fourth down now.
Chris, the key to this play was the coverage down the field. There's nowhere to go with the football. Forcing the quarterback to check it down, and then you stop it for no gain. This defense is playing really well.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Now the 40, the 30. He could go. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
This is exactly the risk you run when you're trying to be too aggressive down in the fourth quarter, forcing the football down the field. What an incredible job defensively stepping in front of this one and taking it back, and now a two-possession lead. Looks like this one's going to close it out.
Bringing it out, it's Singleton. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? Looking to throw. It's Daniels. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
To play this position well, you've got to have great mechanics, and more specifically, Chris, you got to have great feet. And the footwork is just all wrong here. He threw this off his back foot, never going to be accurate, and clearly this ball is not in a place where he wants it to be.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's hauled in way downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. A positive start for the offense, trying to lean on this elite quarterback, and Joe showing why he's built such trust with his new team this season.
Chris, that's exactly what his teammates talked about, was that trust that he established. He came in and just worked hard, was one of the guys, and that's what allowed him to become one of the leaders of this group. And now, as an experienced player, that's who they're leaning on.
The full start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw yet again. Here comes the pressure. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
They're doing a good job here putting themselves in position inside the 5, but got to score quickly. You need the ball multiple times. This ball needs to be in the end zone right away.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. 1st and goal from the 3. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense really clicking. The Seminoles reclaim the lead.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. QB keeper all the way. He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. So second and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Same tailback, another carry. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And FSU will now spend their second timeout now. They've still got one more left to work with. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game. And now Florida State calls their third and final timeout. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback will take a knee.